busy now, isn't it? It's usually more of a defined split out there, black and white one side last year, the red of Arsenal on the other, but there seem to have been enough... Ah, there we are. At the far end mingling together, then they're separated, obviously. And the live sport continues tonight after we've finished here at Wembley. On Sky Sports 1, there's two big title fights, Damien Kelly against Keith Knox and Oscar De La Hoya against Obakar. Here on Sky Sports 2 tonight, there's horse racing, followed by US Tour Golf. And over on Sky Sports 3 from 6:30, there's live Super League, Bradford against Wigan. Right, let's go outside again. Kirsty Gallagher's out on that VIP balcony. I wonder who with this time. Kirsty.
I'm joined by David Dean, Arsenal Vice Chairman. David, a shame your team's not here this afternoon. Who are you going to go for this afternoon?
A 6-all draw.
Interesting. Who's your man to watch this afternoon then?
I think there'll be 22 class players on that pitch today. Yes, it is a sad thing that we didn't get to Wembley today, but that's football for you. But it was a good season overall, and we just got pipped at the post by Manchester United as well for the league. We've got to do better next season.
You can't beat the FA Cup atmosphere, can you?
No, it's a splendid occasion, probably one of the best sporting occasions around the world. And people come here literally from all over the world. I know I've got friends who've flown in from the States, from the Far East, to come here to see the game.
Do you come every year?
Every year, always, of course. It's such a great, splendid occasion, the spectacle, and also the camaraderie. I must say, both sets of fans, whoever are playing, are always in very, very good humour. There's something very special about a Wembley Cup final.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
That's a great impersonation of David Dean. Kirsty Gallagher outside. And,
actually, it wasn't a great impersonation.
No, you're right. It wasn't the best, to be fair. Right, now that competition we've been referring to, hope you're taking notes. Remember, 415 goals in the FA Cup competition this year. Andy's picking 5. The best 3 from each category. 5 categories. We've seen the first, the free kick. We've seen the second, improvisation. And here comes category 3.
Well, everybody knows how much I enjoy a headed goal. I had enough of them in my career and I really enjoyed them. But do you know what? I've been so disappointed with how few headed goals and really good headed goals that I've seen in this FA Cup run this year. But I've managed to narrow it down to 3. 3 here. The winner might surprise you, but here are my top 3 headers. First, it's Wayne Allison for Huddersfield against Wrexham. Now, I like this header because the ball is not a brilliant one. You can see Allison's going to have to stoop low, come away from goal, but he gets beautiful power and direction on that header. The goalkeeper is helpless. Second place, Dion Burton, Derby, away at Huddersfield. And again, I like this goal, but there's more to just the header. There's been a lovely move. There's been a beautiful little crossover. Sturridge has gone across there. Burton has come back in here. They've given the 2 defenders a problem. The cross is a beauty. He rises. It's power. See the neck go there. And the power takes it past the goalkeeper. And Dion Burton, number 2. But my winner, what would you believe? Michael Owen. Yeah, Michael Owen. But this, because they've crafted a beautiful move down this side. They've drawn United over, and then they're about to spring here. So there's a lovely build-up to this goal. And that's one of the things I enjoyed about it. And then watch these 2, Fowler and Owen. The movement is very good. They're not the biggest, so you need to have good movement. Fowler's about to make a run up here. He's about to attract Henning Berg out of the position. And watch Michael Owen closely. Checks. Then he's about to dart into the space between Neville and Berg. He needs the cross to be good. He needs a good header to beat Peter Schmeichel. He has both. So, my winner of the headers section, goal number 3, is Michael Owen.
Keep watching. We'll tell you how to enter the competition before the kick-off. There are 2 tickets to the Euro 2000 qualifier between England and Sweden here at Wembley up for grabs. That's before the kick-off. 2 categories to come. Frank McClintock, Clive Allen and Rodney Marsh with us this afternoon, lamenting as we watch that the lack of headed goals, not just in the FA Cup, but in general these days, Rod.
Yeah.
What has happened to the art of scoring a goal with your head?
Yeah, I was talking to Joe Royd a couple of weeks ago, Man City, and he was saying that when they do training drills at Man City, you know, the power in the header is no longer there. You know, the old Joe Royal types on the far post and the Wyn Davis and the Ron Davis, that's all gone out of football now. And Andy picked Michael Owen's goal, which was about 6 yards out, and just headed it down.
Yeah.
You know, long gone are the days when you had a 20-yard header, and you did used to see those.
How many of your 49 in that famous season were scored with your head?
I think it was about 4 or 5.
One here, the final, of course.
Final, yeah, second minute. So that was one I'll treasure. Probably my best ever header.
I'll tell you what, I'll bet this guy scored more goals with his head than you two put together.
Yeah, they're laughing, yeah. He only scored 2 goals in his career.
No, 66, but all top flight, you see. They played in all the lower divisions. I played...
Yeah, he scored all his goals in the league that didn't count then, didn't he?
Exactly, yeah. I was the top man all the time. No, I wasn't a great goal scorer, but I played in midfield for about 10 years, so I scored a number of goals there. But I scored about 3 to 5 at centre-half most seasons as well.
Yeah, for a shorty you weren't bad in the end.
Yeah, for a midget I did not bad, yeah.
The buses are on the way. Manchester United have left their HQ west of London. Newcastle United theirs north of London. There's a race on now to find out who'll be the first at Wembley. That's how we're providing those aerial pictures this afternoon. James Peplow and the airship. We're delighted he's with us now after some early teasing problems a little earlier this morning. Don't forget, all through the afternoon we're catching up with 1 or 2 people who have played here at Wembley Stadium down the years, and they'll never forget those defining Wembley moments.
Laurie Sanchez has never forgiven me for saving the penalty because he said I've taken all the glory away from him.
I felt that I let the Liverpool fans down, but I really did, you know, especially being the first person ever to miss a penalty at Wembley. It was hard to get out of my system, it really was.
And you see in that category, everyone that's got a wonderful memory. There's also someone with a very, very disappointing memory of Wembley. Next, the players will be here at the stadium.
The stage is set for the playoff finals.
Wembley is all about winners.
Next Saturday, Scunthorpe face Leyton Orient. After battling hard all season, just 90 minutes stand between promotion or disappointment. Then on Sunday, Gillingham take on Manchester City. Having followed arch rivals United to the Twin Towers, City confront the Gills, who hope their first ever Wembley appearance will lift them into Division 1. While on Monday, it's Bolton v Watford. The Wanderers on the march to Wembley for a clash against the Hornets in a game both need to win to reach the promised land of the Premiership. The Football League playoff finals next Saturday, Sunday and Monday, exclusively live, Sky Sports 2.
Are you folks looking for a tasty chicken deal? Take a look at my new barbecue tower. A whole breast of chicken made to my secret recipe and topped with a special smoking barbecue sauce. Hash brown, cheese and lettuce, and it's only $2.45. It's a chicken taste for summer. How can I do all that? I'm a chicken genius. No one does chicken like KFC.
I hear Goldfish can get you vouchers for Asda, Boots, or Marks and Spencer.
Size. It's not everything. 16 valves, increased torque, stiffer suspension, firmer dampers, extra va-va-voom. That's all very impressive. But really, you ought to be seeing it in the hands of a master.
The new Renault Clio 16 valve. Size matters.
Do you love wood? Saddle in. You love wood.
Sketches. Sketches. It's the S.
Some things in life look better with a bit chopped off. Pay for a year's gas up front through British Gas's advance payment option. and you could see around 15% locked off our basic price.
Exclusive in tomorrow's Sunday People. From Trainspotting to Star Wars, the astonishing story of Ewan McGregor. Only in tomorrow's Sunday People.
Puts the fun in Sunday. Wembley Stadium in all her finery for the penultimate time. The FA Cup final will be played at Wembley for the last time in this millennium, of course, for the first time between two Uniteds, Manchester and Newcastle. We believe that they have some divine intervention on their side plainly this afternoon. Looking further ahead, June the 5th, fortnight today in fact, it's the Euro 2000 qualifier between England and Sweden, live on Sky Sports 2. That's Saturday, June the 5th. And right through the summer, a feast of South American football. We've got the Copa America live and exclusive from Paraguay. And that all starts on June the 29th. Right, outside again. Let's rejoin Kirsty Gallagher.
I'm up here on the balcony. This time I'm joined by a few famous faces from the boxing world. First of all, Frank Bruno. Who are you supporting this afternoon?
Well, you know, I'm going to sit on the fence on this one, you know. I'm just going to keep quiet, sit on the fence, you know. But I might break it because I'm a big guy, you know. But the interesting thing is that the midfield battle, you know, it's going to be very hard. Roy Keane and Gary Speed, you know, the sparks will be flying. So they've got to put their hands down by the side or else they'll get sent off, you know.
Chris Eubank, did you ever think of being a professional footballer rather than a boxer?
Yes, because I'd like to play for Newcastle, because also I'm a very sexy boxer, you know. That I'm not a boxer really, I'm a lover. So maybe I would have fitted into the Newcastle team very nicely. Yes, indeed, yes.
A lover. Right, Prince Nassim, are you going to be sitting anywhere near the Royal Box this afternoon?
Well, I hope not, you know, because I've got this paranoia about me having big ears, man. They might lift me head up instead of the FA Cup, you know. Oh, I don't want that. Boom, man, you know, I'm a knockout puncher, you know. Boy, you're looking pretty today, not as pretty as Naz. Boy.
Well, thank you very much. Now back to the studio.
That's a very good Naz, to be fair, isn't it? Very, very good Naz. Rare old tussle on our hands, of course, here today. Manchester United and Newcastle United. We're talking about the mentality of winning. Those guys we've just met outside know all about that. But United right now, Clive, we touched upon it earlier, just believe that perhaps the treble is their destiny, that they can't lose at this final today. But is that where the danger might lie for them?
It may well be the case, Richard, because they will come here full of confidence, there's no doubt about that, but I defy anybody to say that there's even one or two Manchester United players in the tunnel before going out without nerves, because it's getting so close. The opportunity, they must at some stage start to think, are we going to lose one? Is one going to go? Is the rub of the green going to go against us? And you just wonder whether it might be today. If there was one to lose,
I don't think that. I don't think that players like Manchester United players who week after week, month after month, continue to win, haven't lost a game for 5 months. They must go out there, the momentum's in their favour. They must go out, Richard, thinking we're going to win every game we play.
There's going to come a point where they lose one, though, Rodney.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they think that way. And I don't think Alex Ferguson will let them think that way either.
Were you a nervous player?
I think you need nerves before a game, actually, Richard. I think in anything like that, if you get too casual, feel too confident, it definitely can backfire on you. I think the biggest thing with Manchester United today is who's Alex Ferguson going to leave out? That's the thing. I mean, he actually could put in Sheringham and Solskjaer and still have a terrific forward line. The advantage that Man United have got over Newcastle is unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
They are light years ahead of them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll win the FA Cup today.
I tell you what, though, Frank, Yorkie will not want to play today. Even though there's a European Cup final coming on Wednesday, Dwight Yorke will want to play in his first FA Cup final. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are.
Still very special to them, isn't it?
Without a doubt, it is. Stam, I think, will want to play. It's an FA Cup final.
Well, apparently he did last week in the last game of the Premiership campaign. Went to see Alex Ferguson before the match against Tottenham and said, I'm ready, I'm fit, I want to play.
You don't want to
and a rare old tussle broke out between the two. But if there's a slight doubt in Alex Ferguson's mind, bearing in mind Roy Keane's not available Wednesday, will he dare risk him?
Well, I'll tell you what, Richard. Alex Ferguson, for me, has had a perfect season. Everything that he's done has worked. He's rested players, he's brought other players in.
They're on the way, look, there they are.
Yeah.
Just about to go through those famous old gates, and old they are as well. That's Manchester United.
Substitution's been very good as well, Rodney.
See, they've won everything. They've even won the race to Wembley.
Yeah, but just to finish my point is that Alex Ferguson has thrown players in and out, and he's been right every time, Richard. He's had almost a perfect season.
But he doesn't just pick teams for the game, does he? He picks teams for 2 and 3 games ahead of the one he's currently involved in. That's how immaculate and articulate the planning has been.
Well, that's right, but I heard him interviewed this week and he made a great point. He said, first and foremost, he picks his team to win the football match that he's playing in. Of course, and he'll do that again today.
Yeah, you're talking rubbish here, Richard.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Doesn't pick it 2 or 3 games ahead, he picks it for today.
Do you think he's not kept Nicky Butt in cotton wool, bearing in mind he's going to be the main?
Well, he knows Nicky Butt. He knows Nicky Butt is essential for Wednesday. That's different. But what he'll do is.
So I'm not talking rubbish.
No, you are, because he will leave players out today. He will leave players out today, and he won't even lose a wink of sleep over it.
He won't leave Jaap Stam out today thinking I might need him Wednesday.
Yes, he will.
So I'm not talking rubbish.
You're talking partly rubbish.
You can see the point.
Yeah.
All right.
Partly.
Partly. And here they are. Gee, Steve McLaren, the assistant who joined partway through the season.
He's not seen him being beat yet.
Well, he hasn't. No, he must wonder what on earth's happened to his life.
He thinks of that all the
Do you know, Richard, he must be pinching himself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What a job that is for him, eh?
He's contributed, like the rest of the backroom staff. Peter Schmeichel, who plays his last game for United in this country today.
I tell you what, Richard, they look relaxed. Talking about, you know, they're confident. There's no doubt that they're coming here confident.
Yeah, so much for your they're going to doubt themselves.
Rodney, they will have nerves. Don't you worry about
he's talking rubbish.
Always.
Hey, Frank, these two are talking rubbish.
I know they are. Been telling them all week.
Paul Scholes, does he start today? Ryan Giggs.
That'll be the one.
Does he start today?
I wonder if he'll leave him.
He's been here a few times, though. He's experienced the day.
What about Andy Cole? I mean, any other team, any other game, these boys are in, aren't they, from the start, but maybe not here today.
David Beckham will play.
Beckham play?
Don't stick your neck out, Clive.
It's a good... Will Jasper play?
They're not looking so happy now, are they?
Maybe one or two of them know already whether they're playing or not.
We'll have the teams, of course, around about.
Do you know what, Richard? That means nothing. All that smiling or looking tense, it means absolutely nothing. You sometimes think certain players are going to be the star of the show. You go out there and you find it's a 19-year-old that's only played a half a dozen games and they win the match for you. That's how stupid the cup final can be. And do you know that out of 11 teams that have came to Wembley for the second time, 8 teams have won it out of 11.
You mean
for the second time?
Having lost it before.
I'm
Twice,
following you.
You know.
Yeah.
Twice, 8 times it's happened. At the
So-
second, like Newcastle today, you know, the way the records has been going, 8 out of 11 teams.
So
that have
you
been
think
there.
Newcastle are going to win then?
No, I certainly don't. But that is possible. That is possible.
Well, there was an interesting little statistic.
It was, I was just giving you,
Have you
just
got any
slipping it in. Rodney likes one of those. So I thought I'd bring that one in.
Right, let's go outside. Peter Schmeichel, we've mentioned, playing his last game here at Wembley for Manchester United in this country, and Kirsty Gallagher's talking to him.
This time I'm joined by 3 famous soap stars, Michael, Chris and Sean. Boys, who are you going to go for this afternoon? Let's start with...
Well, we mulled it over on the way down, didn't we, lads? And we came to the consensus that United are going to win the treble.
Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester United, of course.
What about a quick prediction then?
3-1.
2-0, Ollie.
3-1.
Any men to watch on the pitch this afternoon, particulars?
From number 1 to number 11 for Man United, and Alan Shearer for Newcastle. Maybe Kit Spire as well.
Kit Spire, but the one I'm a little bit wary of is Ferguson. If he starts or if he gets half an hour. If Stam doesn't play, I don't know who we've got to look after him. And we need someone to look after Ferguson because he's a right handful. He does, and he's got a reputation. So hopefully he's going to be on the bench and he'll get 5 minutes. Not enough time to do anything.
Now you're talking.
Have you been to an FA Cup final before?
Once or twice. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping it's superstitious, but we were there against Liverpool and we're going through a similar sort of routine now. We've got a ritual in a minute. We'll go and do our ritual dance in a minute. It's superstitious, but, you know, touch wood, we're not superstitious people.
No, this is the one.
Well, you go and do your dance and have a good afternoon.
Cheers, thanks very much.
And back to the studio.
Because I threw you a dummy there, what I meant was that Kirsty wanted to talk to Peter Schmeichel and Peter Schmeichel wanted to talk to Kirsty. He plays his last game for Manchester United in this country at Wembley today. No two ways about it. They're going to miss him and he will miss them.